Hey, this is Ben from BS3 Sports and Music, and I'm proud to be a part of the No Phony Podcast Network. Visit our website at nophonynetwork.com to be on top of all the great shows and follow us on all of our social media sites.
This is from Casey Shearer. Not a question, just a comment. Saw you last night at the store. Very funny. Thank you. That was it? That's all Casey wanted to say to you.
Today's show is brought to you by GoDaddy. Buy your own domain name, build your site, or use any of GoDaddy's business tools and save 30% at www.trygodaddy.com/chickenduck.
So that's why we're doing the vidya.
So whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
It's just a human life. If I admitted to remembering it, my fans would disown me.
I never really liked you.
Welcome back, everybody. Saturday's the Chickenduck, episode 119. Here we are again. Camera's ready to go. Camera ready to go. Casey and myself, because nobody wanted to join us.
It's Mother's Day, and
It was.
yeah, last week. But if you haven't figured this out by now, we record the previous week. There. Spoiler alert.
Now it's all out in the open.
I forgot to make those shirts. Spoiler alert.
I don't know.
You haven't said it in a while.
Macaulay's probably a step ahead of us anyway.
Maybe. So before we get started here, quick, go to teesprings.com.
You want me to go to teesprings.com?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm telling our listeners.
Oh, sorry.
We got
You were looking at me.
Sorry, I'll look at the camera. We got new merch. teesprings.com/stores/chickenduck. And we got a lot of new merch on there. Check that out. There's all kinds of stuff. T-shirts, stickers. You can see our nice sticker here. Jimmy did not want me to put the sticker board up. It's a little tacky. We'll find something else. I
This
can't.
whole thing's so far out of my control anymore. It's not.
Kyle, get a little closer to your mic there.
Oh, I'll speak clearly enough that you can hear me. Just trying to edge myself off the camera, 1 inch at a time. Stay close, folks.
So we got a lot of good feedback on the video, and it was very blurry last week. I'm not exactly sure why.
Makes you wonder what's going to happen this week now that it's clear.
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
Nothing, man.
It's going to be a good one this week.
It'll be a short one.
Yeah, it might be. So why don't you like the video?
No.
Why? Tell me why.
I have a face for radio. Very simple.
You told me before, though, that you wanted to be a YouTube influencer.
Yep.
Am I saying that right?
Without any of the responsibility or effort, I would love to be.
Well, this is
The effort part.
What effort?
I had to get dressed.
You're sitting here.
You know, for all you know, I have pants on.
I know you have pants on because I followed you down the stairs. Dude, people love the video. We already have a lot more views on the video than we do on our actual listening device. My aunt actually watched it. She's never watched the podcast. I mean, she's never listened to the podcast before, and now she's watching it. Hi, Cindy.
I'm glad that our family is still supportive of us.
Although none of my
feel
family
they might be enabling you.
Although none of my family members or your family members have gone to patreon.com/chickenduck.
My family members have supported me financially throughout the years, enough that I don't need them to help me buy extra headphones.
We don't need headphones. We have enough headphones.
What do you need?
Well, I guess really nothing at this point. But I mean, we can still use the money.
Yeah, sure.
You know, because we have a website to run
Uh-huh.
that I take care of.
Uh-huh.
I have to pay back the cameras because I paid for the cameras.
Uh-huh.
So we have to generate that money back into our Patreon.
Mhm.
I mean, I would really like to get new microphones and new stands.
Well, I mean, we could just cut everybody loose and...
Go back to old school? Me and you?
Well, no, just you. No, I don't mean that.
I did do pretty good on that little interview with Cole Freeman out by myself. I was impressed by that I actually went to someone's house to interview them for our podcast.
I'll be honest. The fact that you didn't end up as a lamp shade or something like that is also pretty cool. But yeah, going out there, it's really helping you out with your social anxiety. So
it is.
Keep it up.
I think. I also think that. You know how I am. We've went over this before that I'm an introvert.
Sure.
You don't think I am?
Or I don't know that you're not an introvert. I just think there's probably some other deep-seated issues as well.
The fuck does that mean?
Do you really want to videotape?
Let's do it, baby.
I'm only playing. I don't think you're an introvert. I think you just genuinely don't like dumb people, which doesn't mean you're an introvert. It just means that you're normal.
I also think that the marijuana doesn't help. I think I like people less when I smoke pot.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Like,
because
you like
I noticed
me less now that you smoked that joint. You don't like me anymore.
Oh, I never really liked you. I mean, this is just. I thought maybe we could generate some money with this podcast because you're slightly a little more popular than I am.
I don't know how,
but yet you've
not with
never
listens to podcasts.
You've never once tried.
Tried what?
To get any listeners?
No. No.
Ever?
Nope. No, but now I'm an influencer, so everything will be fine.
You texted me and said you could be a voice for the fatties.
I could be.
You could slim down.
Well, how then I wouldn't be a voice for the fatties anymore.
Yes, you would. Yeah, you would.
It's a slippery slope.
Kevin Smith, I would say, is a voice for the fatties, and he's now skinny.
I would say Jared Fogle started out that same road.
Yeah, but he's also a pedo.
Touche.
So,
I don't necessarily want to lose weight. I like eating a lot.
Dude. Don't you want to live and see your child grow?
Oh my God. Cut all this.
No.
Cut all this.
No.
I won't let this go. This isn't a fucking intervention.
No, not yet. We're going to have some family members on in a few weeks. That's why I was hoping I got you a plane ticket to come to Harry's graduation because we want to have you down there for a small intervention.
When's that?
23rd.
Do you have my ticket?
No, I didn't get you one.
Get me
we
one.
don't care that much.
Get me one.
No.
Yeah, get me one and give it to me.
Why? What are you going to so you can sell it?
Yeah. No, I would come. I'd go. Just like breakfast this morning. I'd go if I was invited.
With my mother.
Yeah,
you would have went to breakfast.
Mine's down in Florida. I'm sure your mom would appreciate it.
Nah. She does enjoy our podcast very much. Hi, Mom.
She probably honestly likes me a little bit more than she likes you.
Maybe.
Man.
You've probably been nicer to her over the years.
Truer of most parents, I think. Johnny M's parents, for instance. I'm fairly certain they like me more than they like him.
So we went to Barbara and I went to Johnny's party last week for his son's birthday party, his 1-year-old birthday party.
Yeah.
And Vu is yelling at Kyle through our group chat.
I know. I'm in it.
And John's mom told Barbara that. Boy, that's rude. that John was her worst son growing up, that he gave her the most trouble.
Jesus Christ.
That was pretty funny.
What a very nice thing to say.
Oh, I mean, is it not true? It's true.
My mom loved John.
Everybody's parents loved John,
Yeah.
except his own. Not that they didn't love him, but he gave him a hard time, for fucking sure.
Can we just turn this text thing off while we're doing the podcast? Do you think?
Sure, mute it.
I did mute it. I'm talking to you.
Oh, I'll mute it.
You
Absolutely.
seem a little interested in that.
I'm not.
What we have here,
I'm not interested
our
in
special thing.
it. I mean,
So I've been watching a lot of vlogs, YouTube videos, I think they're called. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Go ahead.
no, tell me.
You're putting your hand up, your thumb in this hand, fucking...
You've been
No, just go ahead. Do whatever you got to do, and then just come back to me.
You've been watching a lot of YouTube videos? Do you mean podcasts?
I'm sorry. Were you talking to me? Yes, I don't mean podcasts. I mean fucking YouTube videos. But like with with people in them.
So kind of like this?
A lot like this.
Uh-huh.
Only like they've been doing it a lot longer.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the end of the story.
Well, technically
They have stuff to do and say every day.
Technically, Jim, we've been doing this for over 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's just now on video. That's all.
Why though?
Because we need to expand our audience. A lot of younger people who would find us very funny only watch things on the YouTube.
I think in order to reach out to them, we're going to need to stop referring to it as the YouTube.
Are you sure? Isn't that what it's called?
Why don't we...
The Tube? The kids are calling it?
Is Kyle here?
No. No one's coming. It's just me and you. Are you hearing things? But do you understand what I'm saying? I don't understand why people watch stuff on YouTube, but they do.
Because people don't sit in their house and stare at an empty TV and just listen to people's voices in their basement.
Neither do I. I don't. I listen to podcasts.
You own shirts based solely on that genre.
Got one yesterday. Thank you, Sam Tripoli, Tinfoil Hat Podcast. Just want to say that.
They don't have video, do they?
Oh, yeah, Sam. That's the fucking thing I sent you yesterday. Tinfoil Hat.
Oh, it's in my queue. My queue.
And it's all about conspiracies. I've been getting deep into the conspiracies.
Like flat Earth conspiracies or Bigfoot
I've listened
conspiracy?
to all of them. Bigfoot, flat Earth. I'm getting deep into them. I'm thinking about maybe being a flat earther.
Oh, good.
No, I'm not. But I am listening to a lot of stuff on conspiracy
Why?
because it makes you think outside the box, man.
Okay.
Show me the plane.
I'm not going to argue with
Show
that.
me the plane
What?
at the Pentagon.
Oh, come on.
Show it to me.
Get a grip. Get a grip.
Where are
Get
the
a grip. I'm not arguing with you. 9/11 theories. Fucking crazy.
Where are the videos?
Alex Jones has them.
Where are the videos? There's no videos or pictures showing a plane hitting the Pentagon.
How much marijuana are you ingesting in a normal day?
The normal
I
amount.
think you need to turn it up then, because your crystals aren't right. Something's not right.
Don't you ever think about
Nope.
that or listen to it?
No.
Just look at
This
the
was
facts.
20 years ago.
Look at the facts.
What fact? Who killed Kennedy?
Well, that's a whole nother fucking story. That's a whole nother day, brother.
I don't have a day to think about it because I don't care.
Well, see, I drive a lot and I listen to this stuff.
Oh, so you don't need
And
video to
I
listen to,
think.
do you?
No, but the younger generation, like I was saying, they like to watch it on the YouTube.
You like
So
to
that's
sit-
why we're doing the vidya.
It sounds like I'm talking to my grandfather. Well, all right, good. Glad we can make the kids happy then.
Trying.
So we're not going to do any, like, eat weird shit or
I mean, we could do anything now that we're on video.
The world's our oyster.
It is.
Will people start sending us stuff? That
They could. We could do reviews of things. Whatever. What do you want to do? The world is your oyster, man.
How about we use the podcast money to start?
First, I get money. I need to be paid back for all of this.
All of my house. Confused at how this stuff works.
What do you want?
Tell me this: why didn't the voice sync up with the video?
Well, I had I did it myself. I didn't send it to Aaron this week. Did it myself, and I just had a cheap. Well, it was free, not cheap. It was completely free on my Microsoft Surface Pro, and
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. It would only let me go every 3 seconds of the video. Like when I added the audio to the video, when I tried to line it up, the cursor would only jump every 3 seconds. And I couldn't get it to go exactly. So that's why it's like a half a second off. But this week, I have a better program.
What program?
Well, I'm not sure. I didn't get it yet. But I have one. By now, by the time this video comes out, it will all be done, and I'll have it. And it'll be synced up.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
The amount of confidence you instill in our listeners to send money, just arbitrarily pick up money out of their wallet and send to us, is just...
There's already 7 people that do it. That's 7 more than either one of us expected when we first started.
You got me there.
Am I right?
We're exactly 118 episodes farther than I thought we would have gotten when we started.
No, we'd be 117 because we did... I could have talked you into the first one.
It's 119.
Oh, right. Sorry. I apologize.
And we technically did a half of an episode.
For our first one. And we recorded a man meet that didn't record at all, so we technically...
We did 2 that we didn't record at all, didn't we?
Maybe.
We had the man meet.
Maybe, yeah.
And there was another one.
Maybe. So,
it's been a good run, folks.
What else you have for us, buddy?
Did you hear? I don't even want to talk about that.
Last week I drove from. I had 3 jobs to do. I drove from here, your house. I came by here in the morning. Then drove to Comac.
Check things out.
Did a quick little drive-by. And then I drove to Comac, New York, which is on Long Island.
On Long Island.
Then I went to Syracuse, New York, East Syracuse. And the guys were supposed to be loading up the roof there, the material onto the roof. And when I got there, there was no one there. And the tractor trailer was there with all the rubber on it. And I said to the truck driver, are the guys supposed to be loading that today? He said, I think so. Like, okay.
Was he speaking through McDonald's?
Could not understand
speaker,
a word that he said. I don't know what he was saying. But the one guy then showed up and unloaded the rubber from the tractor trailer to the ground. And I said, are you taking that on the roof today? No, tomorrow. I was like, all right, see ya. And then I drove to Pittsburgh from East Syracuse, did a 2-year warranty inspection, and then drove home from Pittsburgh. I drove approximately 9 hours on Tuesday to get home.
Cool.
I'm going to start going to museums, I think.
Ooh,
for us
steal
to
some artifacts for our collection.
No,
aren't these artifacts?
They will be.
This skull isn't an artifact?
No. Absolutely not. That is I think we've figured it out, that is definitely a mold, resin mold.
As opposed to a real skull? Yeah, it's not a real skull. The question, I think, is it wood or not?
I would say no. I think it's like a
Plastic.
Yeah, plasticky type material.
I think the only way to figure it out is to saw it in half.
No, absolutely not.
Let's saw it in half with Chickenduck. It's our new thing.
Our new segment.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, man.
Quick shout out to our buddy Jason Rollins from down in Maryland. He recently bought a pin purchaser.
Jesus Christ.
You can go to chickenduckpod.com.
All you got to do to get a shout out around here is buy a $3 pin.
You can go to chickenduckpod.com and get your pins. Let's see what else I got in my notes here, Jim. Let's see. Have you seen the show Dark Side of the Ring yet?
No, but I was going to tell you that it's on television so that you could talk about it because I won't watch it.
It's a really good show. It talks about all the like mysterious shit that happened in wrestling. It talks about the murder of Bruiser Brody down in Mexico. Do you remember the Montreal Screwjob? Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. Do you remember that?
Through the
What? No. This has nothing to do with Bruiser Brody. This is another episode. The Montreal Screwjob. Bret Hart was supposed to drop the title to Shawn Michaels and then go to WCW.
I might remember it. If I admitted to remembering it, my fans would disown me. But go ahead.
That's just another episode. It's great. The show is very good, man.
I'll check it out.
Very good. It's about...
I'll watch it when I'm done with Game of Thrones. How about this?
Go ahead.
You watch Game of Thrones in its entirety, and I'll start watching your Ring.
7 seasons.
Well, 7.5 now.
Oh, this is the 8th season?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, so let me just review.
I like real stuff.
Stop. You like, I'm going to name something, and you're going to say like or dislike, and that's it, okay?
Okay, sure.
I don't need any explanation or any bullshit. Deadwood.
Haven't seen.
Westworld.
Love it.
Jurassic Park.
Which one?
The first one.
Love it.
Only one that
It's great.
fucking counts.
It's great.
Okay, that's all I need. Watch fucking Game of Thrones, dude.
Well,
there's nothing real about Westworld or Jurassic Park. So
how do you know?
How do you know Game of Thrones isn't real?
Well, I haven't seen it, so you're right. I can't agree. All right.
Have you ever watched Vikings?
No, but I would like to. It's in my
show.
it's in my queue.
It's in your queue.
Yeah, it's in my queue.
Queue.
Queue. I'll check it out. I've been meaning to watch it.
Won't. Devin tried to check it out like a couple weeks ago and watched 3 episodes, or like 2 episodes, and that was it. She gave up.
Why? What was her reason?
It's very rapey.
Okay. And
and then she's not a big fan of.
I'll download it now.
Of rapey and violent, super violent stuff, and it is very violent, but it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Barbara's not into that stuff either.
Right. So,
violence and rape.
Right. Mostly the rape. Yeah, violence could get a pass, but rape's kind of a tough one. Right,
yeah. Frankie McDonald. What else, buddy? Anything?
There was something.
So I wasn't sure. I really wanted to bring this up when other people were here because I already know that you know the story. But remember when I was with...
Like the whole time? do I remember every single event that happened in the time that you...
Well, like there's a couple like major events that happened when I was with Tara.
Like when you told all of her family to fuck off? Yeah.
All right, I wasn't sure. Well, the other guys haven't heard that, but so, and also like the first day that I ever met her mother is when I had really long hair, and her mom said, "The people you bring home." So like I will never forget that till the day I die, unless of course I get dementia or Alzheimer's or something. You know, that might still stick with me. So anyway, we go over to get ribs at Brockmar all the time over at the farmers market.
Yeah.
Well, her parents have a stand there now. And it's just weird because I walk past her dad all the time and he's like, "Good afternoon." I never even fucking acknowledge him or look at him, and he's just, "Good afternoon."
You should get yourself a hairpiece, a long wig.
Hey, go over.
I go over there, throw some patchwork khaki pants on, and maybe a Grateful Dead shirt. Patchouli yourself up and go over there. Maybe
do you think I should?
The smell alone would fucking bring back the memory, I bet.
Do you think I should acknowledge them in any way?
Have they acknowledged you?
No. Well, good afternoon.
Say, how you doing?
No.
Then don't. What are you asking me for? I don't fucking care.
Because
all of my ex's parents generally like me. We left in pretty good terms. Some of them, one of them in particular, probably does wish that things probably worked out a little different.
Ooh. See, I could care fucking less. I mean, I don't.
You remember?
Yes.
Every time I see your dad, he's like, "Oh man, he always wants to hang out." We're always hanging out at the same place.
What was his name?
Freddie.
Freddie. Yeah. I always see him. He was in the Marines with my dad.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I could care less about. It's just fucking very weird to go and see them there all the time. I know that they don't have any idea as to who I am.
Yeah.
But it's still weird.
Very, very weird.
Maybe you guys will get the story about what happened in New York City another time when other guys are here.
I could tell it, but I won't.
Want to finish up?
Wonder what I was doing at that point. While you were doing that.
Well, that was in. It was a trip for Albright College.
Right.
So you had to be in school at that time also. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was some kind
I was
of.
probably passed out in a hallway somewhere with like a boot missing.
It was some kind of trip to see a Broadway show in New York City with Albright.
Definitely wouldn't have been there for that.
No.
You were dating her while she was going to Albright?
Yeah.
And living in that shithole apartment? How long did you date her?
Well, was I living in the shithole apartment in Exeter or Mount Penn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we went out for like 3 years.
Was it that long?
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Around there, yeah. 2 or 3 years, yeah. I remember when you were there, like when she started coming over to hang out. And I think she was getting weed from me or something. And you're like, "This is how it starts. Stay away."
Only she learned. Anyway, man, there was something I wanted to talk about and I forget.
How's the boy?
Chubby. Doing good.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, we've been playing outside most of the week. Running around. He doesn't really like grass. Like, it grew like a weed. It was cut. Oh, I haven't cut it this week, but it was normal most of the week.
Uh-huh.
And, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, we were out running around. And he doesn't like the grass when it's sharp. You know, you could tell. So he'll run around in all the concrete and run back and forth the patio 100,000 times.
Uh-huh.
But as soon as anything goes off the patio onto the concrete, it's like... But Devin, I'm pretty certain that part of the Mother's Day contract was that she's getting a kitten. So there's that.
A kitten.
Well, a cat. They start.
Yeah, I know that's how they start. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that really a great idea for a little over a 1-year-old?
It's not for a 1-year-old. It's for my wife. She's 30-something.
I know, but the 1-year-old's going to be around it. Carter.
Yes. What about
He
him?
likes to grab stuff, throw it around.
Well, there's a couple things that could happen.
Didn't you have a problem with him getting bit by the dog, and that's why I had to get rid of the dog?
Explain it to my wife. You two have the same nonsense tendencies. Go ahead and explain it to her. You guys can have a fight about it.
What do you mean nonsense tendencies?
You reverse guilt trip lay shit on me to have this podcast today because nobody else was going to be here. Oh, we might as well not even have it today because you probably don't even have anything to talk about, do you? It's the same shit.
Well, did you?
We're here.
And we're 55 minutes in, so we had something to talk about.
Well, we started early. It's probably about 23 minutes of that.
Oh, it's getting used.
Methamphetamines. But no, I don't know if we're getting a cat. She really wants one. She's wanted one for a while. So whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
It's just a human life.
My son doesn't need eyeballs.
So next week we'll talk about how Carter is wildly allergic to cat dander. And my experience, I should give him to the emergency room when we brought the cat home. Shit, I'm not going to be able to sleep for a week with all this coffee.
It's good coffee. Get your Evil Knievel coffee at Evil Knievel Museum in Topeka, Kansas. Not a sponsor, but we love them.
Fly out.
No, you can get it.
Just for a bag of coffee.
You can get it online.
Yeah.
I got it online. It's $15 for a nice big container of it.
Is the milk from Wisconsin?
The milk is from Berks County, Pennsylvania. That's 2% milk.
2% of it's from Berks County?
No, it's 2% milk. Is that jog?
What's the other 98%?
I don't fucking know. What do they? Why? I'm not a milkman.
I
don't know why they.
I'm pretty certain that it doesn't mean that only 2% of that entire jug is milk.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's exactly what you just said.
No, it's called 2% milk.
Casey.
What? Just ignore it. Ignore the fucking texts. I can't help it.
The guy they should be here.
You drink.
We're all done.
You drink milk. You should know that there's milk that's called 2% milk.
I only drink it 50% of the time, so do the math. I do understand it. You don't. Never mind.
I don't understand the math behind it. I just know.
98%?
I don't know. I just know that that's. That's just what they Hey Google, why is it called 2% milk?
Because it's 2% fat, Casey.
Whole milk is actually only about 3.5% fat. The reason it's called whole milk has less to do with its fat content. See, I don't know why you're getting into this. It's fucking 2% milk. That's what they call it.
Why I'm getting into it. You just Googled it, but why I'm getting into it.
Because you're...
Call Devin.
About what?
You guys talk to each other.
I don't want to.
Well,
I don't want to be on a podcast with Devin. I want to be on a podcast with you. I've known you since we're 6.
Podcast never ends for me.
119 strong, baby. Let's wrap it up. I don't want to see Keith Richards being filmed by fucking Hunter Thompson.
Everybody, join us next week. Jim Sharkey's calling in video live streaming. He probably doesn't know yet. Considering as though he's one of the 7 people that watched the video last week.
He knows that that's our shtick now, though.
I hope so. It only took 118 times. We've only been saying what, and Bichetti doesn't. That's the scary part. So Mike Bichetti's calling in next week too. Hopefully we have some other guests. If not, we're going to just change the format to whatever we feel like.
That's right.
So join us next week. It's been emotional.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.